As our top story this week is being released on social media, I'll need to use code for some things. If you're watching this, you know what has caused death and disability rates to soar since 2021. We won't know for years yet just how many young people have been sterilized, but a recent study suggests it may be a very high number. An American Express Institute article on the latest United Nations data warns that global fertility rates are collapsing, and faster than most have predicted. The author of the article, Patrick Norick, says fertility rates are collapsing even faster than most people realize today. It has long been believed that to maintain the population, a birth rate of 2.1 children per woman is required. 0.1 because, of course, some people don't survive to reproduce or choose not to. In recently revised UN projections, we can see a dramatic shift since 2021. This chart shows the projected annual births worldwide for 2015, 2017, and 2019. But look at what happens in the 2022 projection. They do show this rebounding in the near future, but this is UN data, an organization with a history of using very loose science to predict population trends. Of particular note is that the UN has consistently over-predicted birth rates since 2015. In an article in EI Confidencial, economist Jesus Fernandez Villaverde argues that human fertility fell below the required level to keep the population constant last year. According to Jesus, he calculates that the replacement rate should actually be 2.22. Furthermore, he claims that UN birth numbers are disguising the problem by using inflated numbers. For example, they predicted 10.66 million births for China in 2023, when there were only 9 million. Even this number is probably exaggerated due to the financial incentives for extra births. Jesus then looked at each country, which has individual data, and compared it with UN predictions. After crunching the numbers, he concluded that the global fertility rate for 2023 was 2.2, below his adjusted replacement rate of 2.22. Take, for example, Chile. Look at how far below the UN estimates the plotted 2022 and 2023 totals are. The American Express Institute article estimates that the UN overpredicts births by 5 to 20%. This means that we are very close to going under the fertility replacement level, if we haven't gone under already. But of course, population replacement isn't just dependent upon births. The death rate is the other factor. This chart shows the pre-2021 trend line in green, but look at what actually happens to deaths starting in 2021. When the birth and death lines cross, the global population will begin to decline. How soon and how fast is yet to be seen, but it is going to happen. And while the globalists think reducing the population is a good thing, in actual fact, it's not. For example, what about social programs like old age pensions and health care, which rely upon a large working population to support those who are dependent upon those programs? If the population drops fast enough, these social programs will collapse, leading to an acceleration of deaths and even lower birth rates. It could create a feedback loop that will see the global population a generation or two from now billions lower than it is today.